Oh yeah, of course I stop here and I'm stuck. Come on, come on. Looks like I got an email. You want to see what the email says? It's probably going to say that I was speeding, I was doing 100 in a 70 zone. Good morning, everyone. It's 10 o'clock and we're finally loaded here in Penticton. Home sweet home.
Yeah, Dan, so we'll do that in a bit.
Is it what I said?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Answer why.
Yeah, I will. I'll respond to that email. Yep. And it was the one in the 70 zone?
Yeah.
What was my speed? 100, 101, 102?
But she says you're usually not in my report, so.
In 2 kilometers, turn left on Highway 97.
What?
That's what you clocked.
There's no way I was going that fast. It says 105. I wasn't going that fast, though. Because I don't go more than 2 over. So I thought the speed limit was 100, so I would have been going 102 max. And I missed the 70 sign, so I was expecting that email. Yeah, we had to tarp this load. So we had to untarp the last load yesterday evening. Wait to load today morning. Or wait to unload today morning. Unloaded, reloaded with almost exactly the same lumber. Tarped it again, and now we're headed back to Adams Lake. Where I get to untarp it all, load the same type of stuff again, and then head up to back here again. So hopefully it'll be fairly efficient, and if all things go right, I should have no problem making it back home for tonight.
In 700 meters, turn left on Highway 97.
Wow, that was a big snowball from the lights. Yeah, I was expecting that email from earlier in the week. Okay, I already turned off the diff locks. Good, good, good. Don't want them on solid ground like this.
Turn left at the traffic light.
So as long as the roads stay wet like this, I'm good. Hopefully they stay wet like this all day. When we come home later on, they're still wet. Gotta go through that snow if I want my pup to stay in my lane.
Continue on Highway 97.
Last night was hilarious. I was driving along like this. There was more slush than this. And as I was driving along, the slush was spraying onto the sidewalk. And I see these 2 joggers in front of me, so I hit the brakes and slow down. But they saw me at the same time I saw them. And the one that was running closer to the road just did a full body check to the one beside her. And almost body checked her into the snow. And she was so desperate to get out of my way. It's like, don't worry, I'm not gonna wipe you out with the snow. I'm hitting the brakes as soon as I saw you. I'm like slowing right down. I have no intention of wiping anyone out on the sidewalk. But she saw the snow and it was just instinct reaction to move out of the way. Her partner was running beside her. And she just did a full body slam into the side of her running partner. I was laughing my butt off. I'm like, it's funny but not funny. Because I've seen videos of people wiping pedestrians out on the sidewalk. I'm a pedestrian quite often. I'm never gonna wipe anyone out, at least not on purpose. If all of a sudden you jump out of a corner somewhere and I don't see you in time, sorry, I have no intention of wiping out. Draining a pedestrian with slush or with water. I was hoping for a green light. Yeah, should have slowed down a little more earlier. Yeah, it's been snowing 3 days straight here now. Luckily the roads are, oh man, at night though, when we were at home last night, it was just sirens after sirens after sirens. When this road freezes, I really hope we get home before this road freezes, because the road turns into a disaster once it freezes up. So if it freezes up, we're going to take our time. If it gets bad enough, we're just going to pull over and sleep and then come home on Saturday morning. It's not worth driving on such treacherous roads. Even if I'm going really slow, minding my own business, doing my job, I don't know if I could live with the guilt of somebody coming along the highway at full speed, smashing into me. I kill a family, and even though if I did everything right and in the right of way, if it's that bad condition, what are we doing on the road in the first place, right? So if it gets to that solid black ice, cheat ice, just pull over and sleep. It's not worth it. Wait till the next day. No load is worth taking out someone else, even if you've done everything right. Ooh, toasty in here. Turn the heat up too high. Huh? It was kind of chilly. It's not cold. It's +3, but it's that humid, very humid air. Very wet, soaks through your jacket, and then you just start feeling so cold even though it's not cold outside. So hopefully the jacket's dry enough in the next 3-4 hours that we can put them on again, because we're going to have to do it all again. Control, not slippery right now. We can run some cruise control. Really good tires. More water. Well, maybe I shouldn't run cruise control. That's a lot of water. Let's not run cruise control. Watching that car, it's like, yeah, I changed my mind. Around all these curvy corners around Okanagan Lake. And the lake looks magical on weather like this. But Jess was saying yesterday, it has an ocean feel to it because you can't see the other side. Beautiful drive. Oh, see, there's a pool of water there. If that was a car, I'd be a little worried about hydroplaning. Trying to think, fuel. Oh, hopefully that's our next dispatch. telling us we're reloading at Adams Lake, because I want that dispatch before we get there. Oh, we got a tow truck. Oh, there's a car in the ditch there. Fleet message. Beautiful. I don't know, this is just fun. Other than the tarping and getting wet and uncomfortable, this is fun. I think the only part of driving the highway that really always stresses me out and gets me on edge is going uphill on a slippery slope. Downhill, I'm comfortable with that. Nice and slow and steady downhill. Uphill, I just don't like chaining up if I spin out. It's such a dangerous part of the job. People come zipping by you if that happens. It's always the most stressful part of the job. I'm not going to make that. I'm like, I saw that orange light pop on as I went under. It's like, if I hit the brakes, I'm probably going to be halfway through the lane, unless I really slam on the brake. I'm wearing my cowboy hat in the photo. Awesome. Cowboy hard hat. Yeah, I asked the forklift driver to bring me the bundles that have snow on them and let me shovel them clean at the bottom. That way I don't have to shovel them at the top. They won't let me do that at Adams Lake. But here, he had no problem doing that. That was nice. Time for our first climb. I'm gonna have to bring the truck into the shop too. I was thinking of dropping the trailers at Greenwood, but what if they find something wrong with the truck and I don't get the truck back? I'm not gonna be able to do that. Yeah, I know, I'm already planning for Monday. I plan ahead. What can I say? Looks like it's pretty good. I'm glad I'm doing these runs. The roads are a lot better here in the Okanagan than they are elsewhere in BC, so as much as I'm not a fan of these short runs, I'll take it with weather like this. I mean, there's a lot of climbs like this, but the roads are pretty good. Alston is completely snow covered, yeah. Yeah. Compact snow covered, so it's just slippery with it. Yeah, yesterday, climbing this hill. Yeah, exactly that, a red light. I got a red light about here yesterday. And it's like, if I stopped, yesterday it was slippery here. I had everything locked up and I was just barely hanging on. Like, if I stop at that stoplight, I'm not getting going again. So I just slowed it right down and just slowly kept the momentum going. And luckily, it turned green by the time I got to the line, just like now. I was just a little closer yesterday. And the roads were slippery. It's like, not yesterday, it was 2 days ago. Oh, it was Wednesday. Strap, just a small one laying on the road. Here we go, one climb done, a bunch more to go. I'm hungry too. Just gonna eat a granola bar. Southbound drivers. Near Pyramid Park, there's a tow truck doing a recovery in the granny lane. anyone is on lad 1, but I try to warn people. Watch these corners going downhill. Speed limit's 100, but we're gonna take our time getting to the 100 because they're fairly high-risk corners. Yeah, yesterday there was an accident on this corner right here. Minivan from the other oncoming lane did a 360 and smashed into the outside median, the one on the right-hand side, our right-hand side. Crossed the road, hit the median, did very little damage. Lucky it didn't hit anyone head on. Roads were slippery yesterday, but even today there's slush in the passing lanes, so there's not a lot of grip there. Like if that minivan makes a move too quick, they're done. Luckily, I've got my drives maxed out, my bridge almost maxed out, and pup has a little room. Luckily this load is a bit of a lower center of gravity too, so it makes it a little more stable. It's always nice. A lot of potholes there. Let's just run on the rumble strip. Can't even see the lake on the bottom. All you see is fog down there. You can't even see the lake. I think my favorite part of this drive in the Okanagan always is the drive between Penticton and Summerland, and between Antler Beach and Peachland. We're driving right on the lake. And then up here, of course, when there's good view, you have some beautiful viewpoints up here too. There's a pull up ahead where you can pull out and enjoy the beautiful viewpoints. Just a nice drive up here, especially if you're headed northbound. If you ever wonder if you're going to do a loop through the Okanagan, I always recommend northbound. Northbound is always the better viewpoint. Here along the Okanagan Lake and also along Kalamalka, you can stop at that viewpoint up there too. But if you just want to drive along the Okanagan Lake, I would say northbound, take 97 till West Kelowna, or what's that highway called? Stay on the west side of the highway, or west side of the lake. The highway that goes from West Kelowna to Vernon. It's just called West Side Road. I think it's a number attached to it. Maybe not. That's a curvy road. I would never want to take a big rig on that. Especially in the winter. Excuse me. The winter would not be fun on it with a big rig on that. Well, I think we're gonna have to add some heat to the windshield because the wipers are starting to freeze up a bit. Is it snowing like this all the way to Adams Lake? Or even is it still snowing in Vernon? Hoping it's more clear that way, but
It's too dirty.
cameras are too dirty to know. Yeah, it looks like a little snowy up by Falkland, yeah. Oh well, we're not going through Falkland though. Oh yeah, we're going to Adams Lake, not Kelowna, Kamloops. Yeah, that doesn't look like it's currently snowing. Looks like it has been snowing on there, but not currently snowing. That type of thing. Feeling? Okay. Because here they're turning white and people are starting to slow down. Slow enough that the big rig's passing? Maybe not. Nobody's running out the lane. I think I will just put tracks there. Snow like this, I'm a little worried about the Peachland Hill. One hill at a time. Alright, back down to the beach. This is a nice big sandy beach over here. Penticton has two beautiful sandy beaches on the north end and on the south end, but along the sides of Okanagan Lake, there's no sand there. Very rocky beach. Kelowna has a bit of a sandy beach too, but it's a smaller beach. I'm not sure why you put your four-way flashers on. Speed limit 70 kilometers an hour, or will be anyway. Okay, we need more heat to the windshield, unfortunately. We're soon going to be running with the windows open. Ah, beautiful lake here. I just love this viewpoint. Salmon come up this little creek here that we're going to cross. It's called Deep Creek. It's not deep. Trust me, it's not deep. Beautiful waterfalls in there too, Hardy Falls. A little walk up the valley there. Canyon, gorge, I don't know what you want to call it. Beautiful drive in the Okanagan. This is pretty cool. I don't know, I'm enjoying it. I don't know if I'll be enjoying it later on, but I'm enjoying it right now. The car that we were all following pulled over, going, "Hey, I'm the leader of this pack. I don't feel comfortable going as fast as everybody behind me. I'll let everybody by." I like people like that. Good job. Drive your speed that you're comfortable with, and when they have a chance to let everybody else by, please do so. Man, days like this I would go for a heated wipers or a heated windshield. That was Jess's idea. The heated windshield though, I've got a big crack in the windshield. You'd be buying heated windshield all the time, so heated wipers might be a cool way to go. Pedestrian walking on the road on the wrong side of the road, not really advised. Well, that's about it for the lake viewpoints. So now we gotta worry about the big climb. It's a little way down the road, but it's pretty mushy down here, so it should be okay. Should be okay. Peachland. Yeah, some good tasting cold water. Just hits the spot. Some Canadian geese down there. The schoolyard. I think that's a school anyway. Maybe it used to be a school and it's a community center now. Fingers are so rough. I think it's this weather, they're just so dehydrated. They're gonna find myself some hand lotion, I guess. I know we have some in here, I just don't know where, and I never bother using it, but I should, just so they don't crack and dry out enough to start cracking, because that gets kind of painful. As much as I love this beautiful snowfall, it wouldn't hurt my feelings if it all melted by the time we come back down. When you find this hill too steep to keep speed limit. The speed limit's only 70. See if we can get up to 90 by the time we hit the bottom of the hill. This hill, the next big one is Oyama. That's the next big climb after this one. And then after that we got to climb from when we exit Highway 97A and go on to 97B. There's quite a climb there. I think that's it for climbs going this highway, the way we're going today. We really have only a few big climbs. No, I guess there's a couple of climbs climbing up to get to Vernon. There's actually the Oyama and another climb after that. Just before Vernon, there's a big climb where we lose speed. Right by the Kalanauka Lake Lookout. That's quite a climb. So we've hit about 80 kilometers now. Where the heck can I pull over to do a load secure? Should have thought of that through a little bit more. Huh. I guess I'll just have to wait till Kelowna. We'll pull into Kelowna and fuel up. We'll have to wait till there. I know I strapped it down really nice and tight, but legally I need to do a load secure right about here. I never load going north of Penticton, so I didn't really think about it. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I know the load's good, so we'll go a little over the legal number. We'll secure it in Kelowna. And then after that, we know we're good to go the rest of the way today to Adams Lake. There's on-ramps and stuff like this. I could pull over here and do it, but people come blazing off of those highways. It's coming off the connector, so I don't think it would be a safe place to pull over either. We'll do it the safer way. Start slowing down right at the top of the hill as we go down. It's 70 kilometers at the bottom of this hill. Welcome to West Kelowna, even though you can't read Welcome to West Kelowna very clear. It's not a super well designed sign. Here it says welcome to West Bank on the left hand side. Town used to be called West Bank. And a good portion of this town is on a native reservation. The section that's on native reservation, I believe, is still called the West Bank. There's a lot of residential on the native reservation, so you could live in West Bank and work in West Kelowna, be in the same town. There's a big white sign under KFC. I guess Taco Bell's gone? Was not a good Taco Bell. It was not good. Oh, there have been a couple of good Taco Bells. Yeah. I've had some good Taco Bells. Maybe it's just nostalgia talking from our teenage drives, but Sutco office is right over here. It's on the left-hand side down this road right here. I see it from here. Basically right across the street from the U-Haul. Really nice office. That's where my dispatch works out of. Well, some of my dispatch works out of there. Our main office is technically based out of Salmo, but the office over here is definitely a higher end, more modern office.
This is the division you're based at.
Apparently my memory card was full. Not sure why that private snow removal guy has his lights flashing when he's doing full speed down the highway.
I tell you
Why?
why. Usually forgot to turn them off.
Forgot to turn them off, yeah. Yeah, even here where the lake is narrow, you have a hard time seeing the other side of the lake. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the beautiful drive along Okanagan Lake. Penticton to West Kelowna. Entering Kelowna now, but It's been fun so far. I'm hoping it stays wet. And like I said, if it all of a sudden goes to solid, black ice, we're just gonna stop and park it later on in the evening. So thanks again, guys. You guys rock. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys on Monday.